Hello, hello. So today I'll be presenting my Mod 3 showcase project called T4TP. T4TP is kind of an if you know, you know application. It's designed for trans people to find compatible and safer bathrooms local to them. So when we come to the homepage, we have this landing where we can search a location by town, state, or even a very specific address. We get this lovely little list of locations nearest to us, and we can zoom in on this map to see these pins. So when we go through this list and click on a random location, we'll be able to see more details about it with a zoomed in feature. We can see the unisex status, the accessibility status, the distance, as well as any directions, comments, upvotes, and downvotes that this location might have. We can also go through and filter for accessibility, ADA compliant locations, as well as unisex, and go back to the all. Other feature that I've implemented over the break is a toggle view for mobile viewers, so no features are lost for them, so they can see both the map and the list view if they so choose. For my tech stack, I am using JavaScript, HTML, and React for the programmatic side of things. I'm using Cypress to test the UI, and for the design aspects, I'm using Material UI, CSS, and Canva for some pretty things here and there. I am deploying with Vercel and using Git and GitHub for version control. What I'd like to do in the future to improve this application is pull in Google's Places SDK as well as certain APIs that they offer to give the user a more well-rounded experience. That's what some of these gray boxes are placeholders for, because I do plan on doing that as soon as possible. I'd like this to be a one-stop shop for users, so they have all the features that Google has to offer. They don't need to necessarily go to several different apps to gather what they're looking for. One of the most challenging aspects for me during this project was this filter function right here. I started big. I wanted to filter using query parameters. Unfortunately, the time frame in which I needed to complete this project by, I had to scrap this idea and use a standard form with a button. And I do want to revisit this and filter on demand without the need of a button to enhance that user experience a little bit more. In my process of deciding to pull in Material UI, through this learning process, it was the perfect decision for me personally. I considered using Tailwind, maybe Bootstrap, but Material UI ended up being the best option for me because I was building out an application that was maybe less personalized and a bit more standardized. And so Material UI made this really, really easy to build out this professional looking application with a lot less code and a lot less styling. Scalability of this project, I think one of the most difficult things for me was deciding how I wanted to reuse components. This was my first time creating truly reusable components and actually reusing them in React. And so there's a bit of confusion wondering what components need to be reused, how do they need to be reused, and what's the best way to go about that. Myself big for this. Thank you so much for watching this demo, and I hope you enjoy.